What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Patreon request from Alex. This is Roman Reigns. He wanted 2023 Roman Reigns. So this is what popped up, but it's Roman Reigns and he's got a big tattoo. So hopefully this is right. Alex. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause, we go too fast. Very intense frown. I might start with the frown. It's probably easier. So he's like, will curl up, right, like a check mark for his eyebrow. Right, it's quite highly arched up. We'll just sketch it in kind of lightly at first. And then it kind of hooks down behind his eyebrow, or his brow area, right? So it's like a little sort of spike there. Then the eyebrow sort of just comes out from there. And it can be sort of textured if you want, or hairy. But again, he's frowning quite heavily now. Do this on the other side as well. And we'll go as kind of even as we can. Doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, but you know, everyone has sort of one eye bigger than the other, and nothing's quite level in nature. But when we're drawing it, we have a bit more scope. Right, so we kind of just started with his brow, right? Basically. I think it's a good way to start, maybe. So his eyes then are quite narrow. He looks intense. So we'll go right underneath the eyebrow, just in here, and we'll go diagonal at first, right? And his eyebrows are kind of flat, right? So we'll go, or his eyelids, should I say, this way, kind of down turned even. And they kind of go to his eyelid here, and then like a little corner line there. So he's got like dark eyelashes just here in the corner, so you could like just thicken this up. Right, and then his tear duct, another spike there. And then we'll bring his bottom eyelid line around and up into there. So real narrow eyes now. And we'll probably do a bit of an eyelid line or something just in there, because I think we can see the sort of skin of his eyelid. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Do, 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 do. So real dark eyes. They're black really in the picture, so they are probably just dark brown. So I'll just curve the iris down to there. And if you want to do them black, you can, but I think they're just really dark brown and the picture's just dark. So I'll just put a pupil maybe just in here, and we can color the brown around it, or you have an option to go just black everywhere. But I'll leave that kind of up to you. I might just do really, but like by the time the brown is on, it'll probably look real black. Okay, so he's got like an eyelid line just coming across here, maybe with some eyelashes on it, and sort of a light sort of bag around his eye, just like a nose line in there. Okay. Right, so measure his eye. You'll go over that distance, right? So you have an eye width in between his tear ducts, and then you start that eye there. So you can roughly fit his eye width in between the tear ducts. And you just do sort of the same sort of shape again. And roughly trying to get them the same size. Roughly, it doesn't have to be like perfectly the same size. And just darken up the eyelash area then. Add his tear duct, little spike, and then the curved line for the bottom. Eyelid there. Just adding these kind of lines inside the eye as well. Right, so go for his iris then again. Half circle just coming down from here. Right, and then pupil. Just kind of gradually make it bigger until it's the right size. Right, and we'll add sort of eyelid lines around the bottom, bags under his eyes and stuff. Right, then we'll just go down for the bridge of his nose. Looks like his nose has probably been broken a couple of times, so it kind of like bends out this way, and then around the front. And then we got a nostril on this side. The other side is kind of his lip is hooked up here on the other side, so it's kind of different on both sides of his nose. So say for example, if I went around here first, he's got a fairly wide nose, and then the curve along the bottom here, right, comes up around that way, and then around the bridge of his nose on that side. Okay, and this is like bridge of his nose there. So it's kind of different both sides. So it's like he's hooking this up, but you know, it's like there's a bit of a shadow under there. Because the lip is pushing it up, if that makes sense. Okay, so we'll try the mouth. He's got a big beard, but we'll get the mouth, right? And it's real curly, sort of, so it goes up, down in the middle, back up. It's like a handle of a bow and arrow. That's what I always think of when I draw mouths, but it's like he's curling this lip right up here. And then his bottom lip. And we'll draw in the top, right? So it's kind of like higher up. Let's see. There, and then in the middle it goes up quite high, so it's like curling it up here. Okay, that kind of a thing. Tricky enough to draw that now, but that's how it looks to me anyway. So then, like he just has beard then coming around the mouth, and then his chin is like probably down here. It's pretty long. So eyebrows, say, to his nostrils would be about the same as nostrils to where his chin would be without the beard. So say like here to here, we'll bring it to like his bald chin, and then if you add a little section, just like a tiny bit extra, because the hair hangs down, so you got to go longer than the proportion wise, right? So there to there is about the same as there to bald chin, and then nostrils to the bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip to bald chin area, but then you just go down a bit more because of the beard. So we got to do the beard then around the rest, so it's a proper full beard, right? So like textures and all around mustache, the whole lot. And it's kind of trimmed around his lip. And you just add sort of texture lines just coming around. So then, big beard going up, like up his cheekbone and everything up here, right? So like just underneath the eyes, and then down his jaw, like his jaw will be about mouth level, and it'll start to go in, follow his, you know, his face, real big Santa Claus sort of beard. And you can add texture lines to all this. Okay. Now, so following sort of like he's got like wide cheekbones, right? So we go sort of out here, right? He's real defined sort of bone structure at the side of his face there, and then it goes up this way, and his ears kind of come out. There's a little V beside his forehead. And he's got, it's shaved, but there is like a little dark patch here, right? And his ears will come out. His hair kind of comes around the ears as well. It's kind of like tucked in behind the ears, you know. So like the ears are about the same level, I think. Always tricky drawing realistic portraits, but you know, take your time. So this is all like, his hair starts to like come down behind the ear in here. It kind of like curves out around his head here. It looks like it's kind of shaved in there. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum. Right, ear lines inside, just these sort of bumpy little hairline then seems to go in and up, and then there's a little V there, and your forehead is about the same size as your nose, right? So there to there, about the same, and you just do his hairline back this way, and it kind of joins like this sort of long hair area just curving out that way. So it's like kind of shaved here on the side, but then the hair gets like real long. It hangs down behind his shoulders. Lots of hair gel, it looks like. So say like just it's kind of like just tucked in kind of behind his ears, right? So it like hangs down here, right? And it's kind of like wavy and stuff. It just then goes sort of behind his head. So it's all like slicked back, very sort of smooth, I guess. And like the texture lines will make it look sort of combed back now. So for example, the lines of his hair sort of all come down, all back and down this way. And you just keep kind of building this up until it looks sort of hairy enough, you know, for you, right? So, like, and obviously you'll be coloring it sort of dark or shading it if you're adding pencil. And you just kind of keep going. Until you're sort of happy with the situation. Right, and we'll try and do this long hair hanging down. So we'll just do sort of like this kind of thing. Simplify it a bit. We don't have to like do each string of the hair or anything. It hangs down quite far though. It goes behind his shoulder as well, but we'll just build it up here as much as we can first. Can be tricky now doing this sort of thing because you're trying to like flick it and make it look sort of spiky, but not too spiky, I guess. It can be like single strands every now and then. Just waves and textures and stuff all in here. Right, basically like that. So anatomy then, he's a big boy. So big wide neck muscles all in here. And center line for his chest will go down that way. So top of his chest muscles, like his collarbone and his chest muscles are kind of like the same. So we'll just go like that way. And like maybe some muscle fibers there. There's a big tattoo here, but we'll try and deal with that. I'll do my best with that. It is complicated. Trapezius comes out that way. Shoulder muscle then, like quite big. there. And then like his chest and shoulder are kind of like the same. So your delts and stuff is all here. And then his bicep there. Tricep goes down. And he's got like a bicep vein there. And then his chest muscle comes in around underneath here. And like sort of an abdominal muscle area there. And he's got a nipple. Just in there. Boom. Okay. So we'll go same width, you know. Sort of height of his traps should be about the same as well. So there. And then big shoulder muscle. Kind of goes in like that. The tattoos are kind of making this harder to see, but we'll bring his chest around there. And your chest normally goes into your, when you're this muscular anyway, they become sort of the same sort of shape basically. And then shoulder down, chest joins shoulder, and then bicep down that way. There's like rib cage and stuff is there, and then his triceps down that way. Does he have a nipple in here as well? Yeah, but it's got tattoo. But if I was to put it somewhere, maybe there. And then like some slight suggestion of abs. Right. Now, it's all dark black shaded tattoo in here. So I'll do a line sort of drawing of this, and we can color it kind of a dark gray sort of thing. I'll do my best, right? So we will maybe start on the shoulder. So we'll go, just start adding some of these lines, and it's like a, I guess Maori sort of thing. And there's like little chevrons or spikes just all coming in. It kind of follows his shoulder here then. And it's all grey and different sorts of colours then. I'll just kind of build it up as best I can. I'm obviously not going to be able to do everything in this. So this tattoo seems to follow his chest muscle area then, around the shoulder. Another one maybe coming down here. And more tattoo in there. And we'll go around here again. And then some, like, it's like a seashell type thing in here. Very tribal looking. Cool. Must have taken ages. Although, I don't want to ruin tattoos for people, I won't say it. Well, I saw a medical thing about the ink. So, just if you're thinking about getting a tattoo, maybe just, I don't know, read about heavy metals. I've ruined tattoos for people. Anyway, he's cool though. I like tattoos. I mean, you only live once, so, well, unless you're reincarnated. Roman Reigns. I'm getting like all metaphysical now. Roman Reigns, wrestler extraordinaire. Thanks for the support on Patreon, Alex. Hope it helped. See you next one. Bye.